So, why I'm here in Malaysia? That's a long story. By the way, my name is Ron and my surname Chua. Today, I'm gonna talk about the story of my family and we'll focus on jobs and life. As you know, I'm a Chinese. Of course, my great-grandparents came from China. Why they moved from China to Malaysia? That's a good question. Not because they want to plant more potato, just because there's a serious disease happened in China long years ago, which called plague or Black Death. Because of this, they have made a very hard decision, and then they finally decide to come to Malaysia. Not all of my great-grandfamily came, but just some of my relatives. They came with sheep. They go through days and nights, even the problems and hardships on the way to Malaysia. Yes, it is a very long journey, but luckily they reached the destination finally. Yay! Now when I talk about my great-grandparents, they was farmers and they have their own farm in Port Dickson. They work very hard to earn money and to get a better life. And then my great-grandfather worked as a fisherman. He worked every early morning at the sea of Port Dickson. When he got rich, he bought a car. This is how the life of them changed. It changed better and better, depend of their hard working. And now I'm gonna talk about my grandfather. My grandfather was a businessman. Yes, he was a very good businessman. He was first sold ice cream, and then when he get rich, he used those money to build his own shop and then start a new life. This is my dad and my uncle. Yes. After my grandpa passed away, they worked together in a shop. In 1994, a baby born. Yes, that's me. Thank you.
My great-grandfather was born at year 1850, while my great-grandmother was born at year 1856. Both of them was born at the same place, which is at Hubei, China. When my great-grandfather was 18 years old, he has been married with my great-grandmother. After their marriage, my great-grandmother was born 5 children, which has 2 daughters and 3 sons. At the year 1874, he was happened a financial problem in Hubei at that time, causes many people losing their job and also losing their money, everything. So, my great-grandfather was make a last decision moving out from China to Sabah, looking for a new place, new life, new job. After a few week trip, they finally has reached Kuta village. It's a small beach village located at the north part of Sabah. So, why my great-grandfather was chosen to stay at this place? It's because he got some cousin who also living in this place. Meanwhile, he also getting some advice from his friend. After that, my great-grandfather was finding a first job, which is work as a farmer. After a few years, my great-grandfather started to think about changing the job, which is changing to selling fruit business to earn more money. At the same time, my great-grandfather family was accepted to be a Christian. In the year of 1898, my great-grandfather's son has been get married and was born their first child, which is my grandfather's father. Year 1927, my grandfather's father was decided to change the fruit business into a timber business because timber business can let him earn more money than selling fruit business. Year 1930, he bought his first new house, which is a big bungalow house. At the same year, my grandfather was born. 25 years old, my grandfather was took over the timber business from his dad. And at 28 years old, was finally meet my grandmother. Year 1960, my grandfather has been chosen to be a ketua kampung at a small village. After a few months, my grandfather moving from Kuta to the sister known as the Kota Kinabalu. He moving to there for starting a new timber business. In the year 1965, my father finally was born. In my father's family, he was the eldest son and followed by 3 brothers and a sister. When my father 15 years old, he moved to Kota Kinabalu for further study, which is studied at a technical school. Year 1986, my father was graduate and applied a civil engineer university at Kuantan, Pahang. Year 1990, my grandmother and my other uncle and auntie moving down to Kota Kinabalu and start their kopitiam business. 1991, my father was meet my mother at a cinema which is at Kota Kinabalu. After 3 years dating, finally they has been get married. Year 1994, I was born at Kota Kinabalu, followed by my first brother born at year 1996, sister at year 2001, and the second brother born at 2003.